Hey guys, it's another transmission from the Astrologer Lovebooks. Today we look at Bobby Lights again, and if he will have another season of Bobby I Love You Purr. He really should, to make up for that dating disaster. He recently teased about Season 2 on Instagram to his followers. So what do the stars say? We're referencing an astrology chart Loveless made, thinking one day about whether he'll have a Season 2. This reading is for educational and entertainment purposes, and ended up being longer than we wanted it to be. In this chart, Bobby is the Sun in Pisces, the Zeus network as his employer, and fame is Venus. His fans of the show are Mercury, and the show or Bobby performing is Jupiter. Bobby as the Sun is much different than the last reading from last August, where he was shown as the cold-hearted Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This indication is much better energy for love. The question is, does what we see show how he will be on the show, if it happens again? If it does, we would expect him to be warmer, more romantic, emotional, and way more compromising and open to love. As the Sun in Pisces, this shows with certainty a great love in Bobby, for fame, and for the Zeus network. Some Greek lots appeared in this chart, and they will show themes at play in this situation. Here are notable Greek lots, joined to the Sun representing Bobby. Deep reflection. We wonder if it's a hint that he's been thinking a lot about a second season, or thoughts about the first season, and his relationship with Island Boy. Oration and profundity of counsel, kings, and what kind of work the native does, military and daring. These lots make us think of Bobby as a powerful and bold speaker, who is successful at what he does. So what is the relationship with Bobby and the Zeus network? As a reminder, the Zeus network is Venus. The feeling between them is mutual. They are very much in love with each other, and have a good relationship. The problem is the Sun and Venus do not have an aspect, one indication of them not coming together for a certain project. But is that the final answer? Interestingly, his fans, Mercury, are joined to a Greek lot. Greek lots show themes at play. This lot is rumors, whether they be true or false. Our impression is that among Bobby fans, there are rumors whether there will be a Season 2. On his Instagram, there are people asking. Mercury is joining the Sun in this chart, and in this case, we see it good for Bobby. If he's hoping for another season, as ruler of the 11th house, this is a good indication that the wish may come true. Also, as the ruler of the 11th house, we would see this as him gaining more fans and fame if a second season happens, but there's also the risk of here of Bobby doing too much. Uranus joining the 10th house in this chart also shows guaranteed more fame coming Bobby's way, mainly through his social media presence and Zeus. Looking at Bobby's 3rd house, that represents his social media presence, we see the South Node in Scorpio here. It looks like scandals and drama plague him, but these issues may also have a hand in bringing more fame. So, let's get back to our main prediction. The planet that is the show is Jupiter. Coincidentally, Jupiter is the Roman name for Zeus. Jupiter is in Aries, appropriately, and using ancient astrology techniques, we can tell this shows a show that praises Bobby. This is also a good indication towards a second season happening if he wants and wills it. But, like Venus, Jupiter and the Sun have no aspect, so no concrete indication of a show happening yet. So, finally, is there an indication of another season of Bobby I Love You Purr? We think so. Here's what we see in this chart that supports it. The Zeus network loves Bobby. There is a great interest in him still, and potentially what he wants. Venus is in a trine, an astrological aspect, towards the 5th house. Using ancient astrology techniques, this is a suggestion of another show coming in 6 to 7 months from now, towards Bobby's birthday. Venus in Aries should show Zeus going about things quickly. Mars trines Saturn in this chart, from Gemini however, is no good, and the main negative influence towards Bobby's next relationship. This energy is threatening the show, as Mars opposes the show from the 11th house. By opposing, we mean the astrological aspect, opposition, which almost always bears a negative influence. Arguing and fighting will plague relationships made from the show again. That brings us to our final chapter, the next winner. We should have ended here, but there may be more information in this chart. It's time for an experiment. It would be best to make a new chart about the winner when and if the show starts, but for now, let's peek. If Mercury in this chart represents the relationship made from the show, here is what we see as a possible description of the next winner, and we are excited to see if we are accurate in the future, if a second season indeed happens. Mercury joining the Sun in this chart, that is to say, Mercury in conjunction with the Sun, is a certain indicator that he will pick a winner, but in a way, we see the winner picking himself. By that, we mean confident Island Boy energy, proactively chasing Bobby. Mercury takes on the energy of planets it is involved with, so this person will most likely be similar to Bobby in personality, but Bobby's personality represented as the sun would far outshine theirs. It would not be a person more famous than Bobby. He is likely someone who has been a fan of Bobby in the show. As Mercury in Pisces, this person will be smart, but more so smart emotionally, and we would think smart in the game of love. Mercury is also trickster energy, so they may also be sly and tricky. As a physical description, most likely younger and thin, and it may be obvious that they are gay. Mercury commonly represents gay, transgender, and androgynous individuals. Some might consider Mercury to show a Virgo or Gemini person, but we think it is more accurate to base their personality description on Mercury in general, because a person of all sun signs can have strong Mercury characteristics in their personality, depending on their natal chart, aka birth chart. But will this person Bobby, I love you, Purr? Indirectly we see that, though we think they would be more in love with the fame, and there are warnings of fighting again, and bad energy. And will Bobby end up loving them? There is mixed feelings shown here. There will likely be a side of this person that he isn't fond of, and Bobby may be doing the show for fame as much as he is for love. We think what we are seeing is that they will love each other, to be in love, not necessarily because they share strong feelings for each other, and due to an obligation of the show. That's as far as the eye extends regarding Bobby I Love You Purr, Season 2. Check out our astrological review of Season 1, if you haven't already, as we went deep into the energies at play of the show, and Bobby's relationship with Island Boy. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video.